And now the ladies say,
okay.
I like that.
Hi, Brandi.
Welcome to the Champagne Life.
Welcome to Champagne
What's
and
going on?
Conversations. Cheers. Nice to see you.
Thank you for having me. Oh yes, let me toast you with my crown.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, whatever works. Absolutely. How are you, beautiful?
I'm doing great. I cannot complain, and it wouldn't
That's
do no good if I tried. So I am doing great.
COVID doing okay for you, all the quarantine and you having to be in, because you're in Texas, right? You're in Houston.
I'm in Texas.
Yes.
Yep.
So, how
Yeah,
has
it's
it been?
I kind of had somewhat of a quarantine life before quarantine.
Did you?
So yeah, I mean, it seems like I'm out and about a lot, but honestly, when I am out and about, it has to do with business. I'm not just out and about for a lot of times just personal or pleasure. So,
Okay.
when the world shut down, business shut down. So I'm in the house and it was just kind of normal. Now, come August, I am getting a little like, okay, world. It would be nice to kind of go out or travel safely and not wear the mask, but I'm staying fine. I'm not even going to complain about it because it's just going to put you in that negative mindset. So I'm saying, God, you're good. I got a roof over my head. I got AC. I got food in my refrigerator, clothes on my back. I am good.
That's all right. Amen. You're right. August is kind of a friend of ours. Reminded the world, if you will, that we've been in this 5 or 6 months, and it kind of took me for a moment, like, are you serious? We've been in this situation that
Right?
long. I kind of like tapped out for a second. Oh no, all of the summer is gone.
Yeah.
I mean, like
I
you
heard
say,
somebody
business.
say, yeah, it's
You
a
said
lot.
you heard someone saying,
Oh, I heard someone say 140 days yesterday.
I don't want to hear the
So
days either.
I'm like, yeah, when you put it that way, I'm like, good Lord, 140 days.
I mean,
Yeah.
blessings, like you said, that we are all safe, wearing the mask, being able to go out and then get your, the things that you need and get back in. But it's kind of one of those like, I'm like, I need to get out. I need to do
Mhm.
some things. And even the times that I've gone to do something, I'm still very leery of, who's around. You're not following the rules. Why are you walking here? Get out of here, that kind of thing. So I'm like, okay. In the stores and
You're
stuff,
being the black Karen a little bit.
the kids are running past you. I'm like, oh gosh, yes, I'm turning into that. Thank you for reminding me. I'll behave myself when I'm out.
Right.
Well, I am so happy to have you, Brandi, makeup artist extraordinaire. I have been following you for quite some time. I will say that my draw to you was your amazing eyebrows. I know people will say, huh, but you
Oh,
got to get kind of close so we can see. And of course, Brandi Holmes on her IG page, guys,
yeah.
they are just, look, and I always admire just beautiful colors, obviously the beautiful glow. I am a makeup artist and image consultant by trade. I put all of that to rest, of course, when children come onto the scene and you have to do something a little different, but it's in my heart. So with this whole series of glowing
Right.
and watching that, I love it. I love it. I love it. And I know that, like I said, it's odd to say the eyebrows. Most people will say maybe something else, but yes, the eyebrows were it for me. And I don't know if you're going to share your trade secret today, but I would love to know, what do you do with
I
them?
can share a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
Well, it's not crazy for you to say the eyebrows because ever since I've been in makeup, there has been a term or a phrase here in Houston where when people would see my clients, they would say, Brandi did your makeup. And they would ask how, and they'd be like, you have the Brandi brow. So
Oh, I
it's
like
not,
that.
I have had a lot of love and a lot of hate when it comes to my brows, but
Okay.
I just personally do what makes me happy, and I am all for a full brow. I was one of those girls that had, got it over waxed and over tweezed and barely had any brows, had a little bitty thin strip. So now that my brows have actually grown back and are intact, I am all for the full big brow. So I basically just fill my brow in with like the little mascara, the brow gels that looks like a mascara, and I just brush them up. And then I come through with a really fine brown pencil and just do little hair strokes. If you can kind of see, I have hair strokes in the brows, and I don't want to make them really like perfect. I want them to kind of be stroked wild like hair, so that it kind of gives that illusion. Now my brows naturally are kind of full, but I do kind of overdraw a little bit up here at the top to just make them even fuller, because that's where I think God really wanted my brows to be. So that's what I do. But yeah, I just simply do a little brow gel in like a kind of a lighter brown color. Then I come through with a really fine pencil from NYX and just do a little few strokes through there and shape it with concealer only underneath. That's it.
I was going to ask you, do you fill your brow with concealer? So you don't do it all over just to mask the eyebrow. You just do it underneath as the line.
Just underneath. Yep.
Okay. I know you remember the days of when people were not getting their eyebrows arched or waxed. In order to create the perfect brow, you had to conceal it a lot. It was almost like putting tape over it to be able to shape the brow before you actually got ready to create the look. So I am, glad you explained that you don't do it all over the brow.
And what's crazy is that untamed brow is now.
There you are.
There.
Yes, I have you.
Okay, sorry. Phone started ringing. I turned off everything. They don't really want the thin brow anymore. So really that untamed brown, to where even that hair that grows underneath before the arch, if you look on the runways and in magazines and stuff right now, that's the trend. The trend really is to just leave your brow what it is. Now you can come through a little bit and just kind of give it a little bit of shape, but kind of gone are the days of having that real perfect defined brow when you're looking, to what kind of sets our trend, which is the runway and magazines.
Befitting to us being in quarantine, and you can't keep up all of that anyway, correct? So it does fit the times to now be on the runway with the bushy brows. Thank you, fashionistas. We appreciate that. So yes, and now in regards to the colors, I said that as well. Cool Benson was on a week or so ago, and we were discussing the colors that are now coming back, which I believe you just posted on your page. And he and I were talking about adding that extra layer when you do your normal eyeliner to put your color liner. And I was laughing at him because I said, okay, are we going to do multiple colors like the peacock used to be? Or are we just going to do one? And he was just like, just do one. So I see that you have like your light purple on the bottom and your turquoise on top. Yes, very, very pretty.
Right.
Yes, I love it. And it is repeating itself. Yes, the look is repeating itself. I believe Cardi B just did it too with hers all over. Actually, it was pink, I think, on the bottom, and then the turquoise on the top. So yeah, be pretty.
Well, and I think, makeup is supposed to be fun. Like there are things that, us as makeup artists, we are supposed to follow kind of the trend or the latest and the greatest. But, I kind of break away from some of that. I remember for a while, the trend was if your eyes are really smoky or heavy, your lip has to be nude. And I was just like, why? Like, if I want my lip to be bold and vamped and my eyes to be bold and vamped, that's what I'm doing. So it's good to know the trends that are coming out, and you do aspire to kind of give runway looks, but the street girls, that's normal girls that just aren't on runways. We like to be beat. You know what I'm saying? We want the pinks, the purples, and the everything on the eyes. Now, I do agree that there is a way to blend all of those to where it doesn't look like sharp and choppy. But I don't know if you can see the lid, but I have the blue and the green on my eyelid, and then I have the purple underneath.
Yay.
So yeah, I say rock it.
Fun. Yes. Fun. And these times we need fun. We need things that can actually enhance your spirit and make you excited. So go get you some colors. Now NYX, I remember actually NYX was a host for the BET Awards a few years ago, which one of my girlfriends was actually working the gifting suite for it. And I remember saying, wow, how that has come full circle, because NYX used to be in another type of store years ago, you know, so they have actually, you know, kind of stepped the brand up, which is cool, but they have pretty colors, the vibrant colors. So yeah, NYX
Yes,
works nicely.
right.
With the pencil. And now are you using
Yeah.
liquid or are you using
Another brand that I absolutely love
Mhm.
was that
Are you using the liquid liners or are you using a pencil with your colors?
for the top liner.
For your colors, like your purple.
Oh no, it's just the eyeshadow.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's eyeshadow. So I always typically will put the black on the inside on the waterline, and then whatever's underneath here is an eyeshadow. And to
Okay.
kind of get it really bold and have control with the shadow, I'll wet my brush but just a little bit, not a whole lot, and then dip into the product and then apply that underneath.
And the waterline, guys, just in case you're wondering, is like the inside of your eye where it sometimes turns a little red. That's where we put the line for
Yeah.
that. Some people put black, some people put white. That used to be a big thing to kind of make your eye pop a little bit, was the white part. And then, like you said,
Right.
go under it with the angle brush. Is that what you're using for your shadows underneath?
Exactly.
Okay. Yay,
Yep.
I
The angle
remember
brush.
a few things.
Hmm.
I actually would love to see, you know, the brush situation change a bit because I had my dermatologist on, and some years ago, I really noticed that I was getting the breakouts from the brushes. So I had to stop using them. I have to use like my fingertips, of course, just on me. But yeah, the brushes are difficult. I do some shadow, but as it relates to like the, you know, the actual blending of the makeup and stuff, I have to do it all with my hands, my fingers. Just so that it is even, yeah, so
Okay.
it doesn't irritate me.
Well,
Like,
yeah, I mean, I guess it's going to be different with everybody. Yeah. If the brushes are irritating you, definitely, then you got to switch it up. I thank God that I don't have that problem with brushes. But I will say that I know people where they have to use only real hair brushes, or they can only clean their brushes with a certain type of cleaner because of the ingredients in the cleaner could irritate their skin. So, some people can use real, some people can use synthetic, some people can use it all. But yeah, if it's irritating you, then you definitely want to 86 the brushes.
and that's a good point. I may need to check the type of hair in the brush. You know, you just you know, just used to going to whatever brush someone suggests, but that may be one of the issues. I may need to adjust the brush bristles, whatever type of brush it is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because back in the day, I mean, I worked for Mac for 6 years. So back in the day, Mac had real hair brushes. Our brushes were goat hair or pony or squirrel. So it was real hair. Now they've switched from that because they had like this whole issue with the animal cruelty type of deal. So they
Yes.
now have gone to a more synthetic fiber. But even when you go to synthetic, there's different fibers in that create the brushes as well. So
Right.
I am lucky to where I still have those old Mac brushes with the real hair, because you just basically take care of them like your real hair. You wash with a cleaner or a shampoo or things like that. You let it
Right.
dry. Now the synthetic brushes, when you get into that, those are made with different, fibers. So if you're allergic to like latex or something like that, then you may find the irritation from those.
Yes, great point. I'm glad you mentioned that. I'll check them out. And I too was with Mac. I don't know if I had the old brushes, but I did get, those are the sets that I've had forever. Mac, Mac, Mac. But but with that being
Yeah.
said, I guess that is why you now have this lovely, lovely skincare line, which I am just so excited with Simply Flawless Skincare. And how I actually found this, I guess, outside of your eyebrows, was the fact that one of your clients had mentioned that their dark circles were fading with the Alive eye cream. And so I ordered it, and I think it's been like maybe not quite a month yet. And yes, now my champagne nights and sleepless nights aren't showing as much anymore. So thank you for this. I am so happy about that. So that was the
Good.
Alive eye cream. Yes. that I was just so happy about. But tell me, what was your inspiration for the skincare? Was it because your clients were having situations with just the makeup applications and that, or what was your motivation for creating that, the total line?
Well, the motivation actually stemmed from me, me wanting to have something that I could use and feel safe using because it was all natural. So about 5 years ago, I had purchased an eye cream off of HSN that promised to do all of these amazing, miracles for darkness and fine lines, wrinkles, and puffiness.
Right.
Well, when I got it and tried it, I had an immediate reaction. My eyes fully around because I put my eye cream all the way around.
Mhm.
I had little bitty bumps. It was red. It was inflamed. It was itchy. So for 3 days, I'm trying to heal this breakout with just over the counter products. So I already put on a chemical product and now I'm trying to heal it with another chemical product. So it was just reaction after reaction after reaction. So I got with a girlfriend of mine and showed her what was going on. And she was like, she had an aloe vera plant. She was like, let's just mix up something and try something natural. So we did that with some cucumber and some lemon balm and just made it into a spray. I sprayed it and literally a day and a half later, the whole complete breakout or reaction was completely gone. And then
Okay.
from there, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I think we're on to something. So just
Yeah.
me and her, and mainly her, because she's vegan, she does a lot of research. We just really started researching ingredients that's made to heal, restore, and rejuvenate the skin. And we wanted it to be all natural ingredients because, of course, after studying, we realized that our skin is our largest organ. So anything that we're putting on our skin seeps into our bloodstream. So you really want to be careful with what's going on in the skin since that is your largest organ because, unfortunately now everybody is popping up with cancer and cancer may not run in your family. So you just don't know what these chemicals are really doing to your body. So we
Sure.
made sure that we went all natural. We picked some of the best organic natural ingredients and a lot of them are expensive ingredients, but I wanted to make sure that I was putting the best in these bottles. And so the skin water was actually the first product that was ever created, and that's kind of like what I sprayed when I had that reaction. It has lemon balm, cucumber extract, hella crimson, the vitamin, all the healthy vitamins for the skin, and it just takes away any inflammation, any rash, any bumps. After a while of using it, I noticed even when I do have a breakout, because it's not going to completely stop breakouts. The time of the month is kind of typically when women will break out. The breakout is so soft that I can't even pop it if I want to, which is a good thing because I used to want to pop it and get it out the way and then just heal with that dark mark that, ends up popping up. But with the skin water, your skin is just so soft and it actually heals whatever the breakout is during that time of the month much faster. So I've actually been, using my system for 5 years now. So there are no more breakouts during the time of the month because I'm consistent, which is key in skincare, period. It's the consistency of using it.
Absolutely. I love it. I'm going to order that just as soon as we finish. So, in this eye cream, this has cucumber in it also, correct? Yes. Because I could never figure it out. Like people
Mhm.
always say, put the cucumbers on your eyes. And it looks cute when you're doing your spa treatments. But I'm like, is this working? I need something a
Right.
little bit more, you
Yeah.
know? So, yes,
Right.
I'm happy
Right. Well,
about
with
this.
the eyes too, it has a very, oh, I'm sorry. I was talking over. What were you saying?
No, no, I said I'm happy about that one. I'm happy about the eye cream.
Yeah. So it has the cucumber and it also has a high concentrate of caffeine and yeast, which are two really huge ingredients in changing your eye area. So the caffeine,
Yes,
of course, is
caffeine.
going to help with the discoloration. It starts, circulating that blood back into your system, and then the yeast helps with any puffiness, fine lines,
Yeah.
wrinkles, things of that nature. So usually when you'll get like a eye cream over the counter that has chemical in it, it may say, made with caffeine, but the caffeine may only be like 10% of the product. And what happens is when that product sits on the shelf, now those chemical products are kind of just taking over that active ingredient. So now by the time you purchase it, it may only be, 7% of the
Okay.
caffeine that's going to be effective. So
Right.
with natural products, you don't have anything eating up. You don't have any chemical eating up the good natural ingredients. They're all good. So you're getting 100% potency of the ingredients in that product. So that's why a lot of people think, no, I need a chemical. I need something to kill it quick. True, natural does take longer. It does. Anything, even when you're, eating healthier and you're wanting to lose weight, it's just a longer process when you're going natural, but it's the healthiest process and it's the process that works. Because usually when you use something with chemical, it can break down something else. Like how many times have we watched the commercials where they say take this drug, but it may cause 20 other things?
Right.
It's the
Right.
same
It'll help you
thing.
with this, but then it causes something.
Right,
Right.
right. So that's
Yeah.
just chemicals, period. So it may, yes, it may fix this breakout, but then all of a sudden you have discoloration. So now you got to do another thing to fix the discoloration. Then all of a sudden you have craters in your skin. You just don't know what it's going to do. So when you go all natural, you usually avoid, unless you're, and some people are allergic to natural ingredients like lemon and things like that, but you usually avoid having a breakdown somewhere else.
That's awesome. And I'm so glad you explained that because our graphics designer, Angel, she is a health freak, everything. She was actually had all the products on her lap. And she's like, okay, what is this one? And what is that one? And she was on your website looking at everything. So she's probably watching now, I'm sure. And now she's gotten some information. So now she can get what she wants. What do you have for
Yeah.
large pores?
Now, see, the things with pores is kind of once they open up, it kind of is what it is, unfortunately. It's one of those things that has to be caught early. So, I'm grateful. My mom started me off with being in the routine of cleaning my skin at the age of 5. So I cannot skip a night without cleaning my skin. It is habit. Like I don't care how tired I am or how late I've been out or whatever, I have to take care of my skin. But she started that off at 5. So the only thing you can do at this point is really clean the pores to keep
Right.
them from developing, blackheads and things of that nature. And you can minimize them, but just a little bit. You can never really close them all the way back up unless you do some type of non-invasive, surgical procedure, because they have lasers and things like that for to help with pores. But my clay mask, which actually has spearmint in it, is great for minimizing and cleaning out the looks of pores. It is
Okay.
a detoxing clay mask, and I love to keep it in the refrigerator. And I suggest that people keep it in the refrigerator because of one of the, it is a water base, so it does have water in it. So you want to keep that refrigerated. And it pulls out any impurities that's underneath the skin. So if you do have open pores that is carrying, bacteria or any impurities, it will bring that all to the surface. So there's a lot of people when they get on the detox clay mask, they're like, oh my God, I'm breaking out. And it's the difference in breaking out and purging. Purging is usually pulling out anything that's hidden under the skin. Breaking out is usually something where it'll pop up in the most random space ever. Like if you never break out on your forehead and then you use a product and all of a sudden you have a bump on your forehead, then you're more than likely usually breaking out. But when you're purging, you're just cleaning out anything that's from underneath the skin. So where you typically would break out, or you may see a bump or two, that's where you would see your breakouts happening. Purging actually happening.
Great information. Thank you so, so much. And then let us know while we're talking about all of this wonderfulness, your website for the skincare line. Simply
Yes, it is
Flawless.
Simply Flawless by Brandi, and Brandi is with an I. And yeah, you can purchase all of the products there. You can read about what's in them as far as their key ingredients, what it does. And then I really strive at answering my DMs. So if you
Yes,
DM
you
me and
are
have any
great at
questions,
that.
I will see. I
You are
try.
great at that. I do appreciate that. For the little people, I know you stay busy, but we do appreciate it. Now, this is the moisturizer, and I'm usually skeptical about different types of things only because my skin is sensitive, and I've used the same thing
Mhm.
for 20 years probably. I'm not gonna say my age, but just a long time, I guess I should say. So I was really scared. Like I put like a little tip of it and I was kind of going here. I'm like, I don't know. If I wake up in the morning and I'm okay, I'll do a little bit more and we'll see. But this is so nice. It smells good. It gives you that even layer underneath so that when you get ready to apply like the foundation or
Mhm.
whatever, you already have like the movement on your skin. You don't feel like you're, working with some clay and you're trying to
Right.
get it together. So I love that.
Hugging.
I love that. Now, does this have SPF, the SPF in this?
It does. All of my products have zinc in it, which
Okay.
is a natural SPF
Okay.
ingredient.
Okay. Okay. Yes, I love this. Now, I will say the serum. I'm gonna wait until probably late September, October to start using this serum. And it's only because most often, I think I was telling you, I'm okay during the summer months where I'm just normal or a little bit combination, but not too bad. But in the winter is when I start to get like dry in the T-zone area, which is here and here, and I probably would need it more, but it is really, I guess the emollient in it or the oil in there. I don't want to use too much in the
Yeah.
summer because I'll end up seeing it, I think.
Yeah. One pump. One pump. You have the Simply Oil serum, right?
I have the Simply Oil,
You have
yes.
the oil.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Literally, that one pump is all you need. A good pump to spread it around. Now I kind of add a little more because I also do my neck. Because a lot of people miss to their neck. Their skin will be nice, but then our neck starts to kind of age as well. So I do put the oil serum there. Now the
Okay.
thing about serums is a lot of what's that?
Oh no, I just laughed.
Oh, I thought you had said.
No.
Oh, the thing about serums, a lot of people will skip that ingredient. One, because it is the most, usually in most skincare, it is the most expensive ingredient in a skincare regimen. And that's because serums are made different from your like moisturizers or your eye cream. They're a little bit finer and the molecules are a little bit thinner because you want it to penetrate all three layers of the skin. So your moisturizers and things like that, they penetrate the top two layers of the skin. But the serum is designed to fade out any sun damage or, leftover marks from bumps and things of that nature. So it has to be pressed a little bit finer so that it penetrates all three layers because that's how deep that dark mark goes. Now for me, dark marks take forever to fade off. With the whole mask situation, I had a reaction to one of the masks that I was using. It was actually lined in latex. I'm allergic to latex. So I didn't know that when I was wearing the mask, and I had this breakout happen across my chin and even some of my cheek area. Well, of course, they were bumps. They're now gone, but I still have some of the dark marks left behind it. So the serum is the ingredient that helps really to fade that dark marks. But the thing about serums is
Okay.
it's not going to work unless you use a scrub. Because if you're putting all of these amazing ingredients on non-exfoliated skin, you're not getting down to that third layer of skin with the serum.
This is so great. Such education. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I know some people are like, oh, why is she so excited about it? Well, I guess because I'm so into hair and makeup and skincare and all of those things are just so important. And of course, the reason we decided to do the Glow series is because we're all doing this now. This has become, our new norm, which is sitting in front of a computer. So you don't want to all be sitting in front of the computer doing this the entire time you're having a conversation. You would like to feel good because you can see yourself and you're like, my skin,
Absolutely.
oh, I can see that, that kind of thing. So we thought that it would be amazing to just share some of the information with the Black-owned businesses that are out and the beautiful people that have taken time to curate just these organic products. And you also have a nice surprise now, which is your Hydra Lip. So you've taken it from just your skincare to your,
Yes.
yes. So tell us about the lip you have.
Well, the Hydra Lip is a quarantine baby because, we've had nothing but time. So you can't get out, you can't go to the movies, you can't go to the restaurant. At the beginning of quarantine, I was just kind of on that, I'm off, let me relax, pick my feet up, catch up on my movies, da 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 da. And then after a while, I'm just like, wait a minute, we're down. I need to switch up some stuff. So I've always wanted a lip gloss line. Now, of course, you can go the whole private label route, which I did back in the past. I found a line that I really loved. I love the colors, and I went that way. but it still wasn't a natural product. And since I am trying to be as natural as I can, I'm still working on my alcohol intake, but I'm trying to be as natural as I can. This
We
was
do the best
the
we can.
perfect
That's it.
time.
Mhm.
Right, right. Do your best. This was the perfect time to, create a lip gloss line now. Right now, I'm only starting off with 7 colors. Of course, I have at least 20 colors in my head that I don't necessarily find on the shelf that I would love, to have in my line. It is intensive with the labor that comes in mixing these products. I've lost a lot of product along the way because it just didn't turn out right. But I think we have finally mastered 7 colors that I enjoy wearing, and I should be launching it this weekend. Now, when I was starting this journey, I didn't really invest in a lot of tubes because I was like, we're about to play and see what happens. And I don't want to have like 500 tubes sitting over here that are going to be trash because I can't get it. So my first little launch, I only have a few in stock, but I went ahead and reordered a big order. So I'll be, backdooring it with a restock, because I'm sure these little few that I have will sell out soon.
Yeah, I'm
So, but
gonna
I
get
will
it.
be coming back with them. And I mean, I love them.
Yes. The nude is easy for me because it's just, it's kind of if you just go out with
I
moisturizer.
have on now.
Yes, I love it. And I like the nude one because it just, even though it's not color, it just kind of gives you a finish and then that's it. You just don't feel like you're doing. When I put on other colors, sometimes I'm like, okay, now I got to put on my eye. Now feel like I have to do this. And I'm like, oh, this is going to take an extra 30 minutes. I didn't want to do all of this morning. I wanted to just do this
Right.
and go. So yes, the nude I appreciate. And, we pride and say, well, we credit, I guess I should say, J-Lo for that whole glow and then bringing out that new lip. And I know Kardashians have done it and, so many others, but I do enjoy the nude lip. I like it. And I was happy to see that your line was adding to it. Now you also have gone down the spectrum and you've added a darker brown also. I think I saw you were doing that
Right.
the other day. So that's
Right. I
nice.
added, so my nude one, I named it Nuditude, and then my brown one is called Chocolate, Lit. And it's just a really dark, rich, almost like a Hershey kiss, but a little deeper chocolate color, which I absolutely love. Now, I will agree with you when I don't have on makeup. Well, I'll say back in the day when I didn't wear makeup, I felt like I had to have on a nude lip. Now, as I transitioned into makeup and into my career, I have to have on a red lip if I don't have on any makeup.
Really?
And it's crazy, right? Exactly. Most people be like, oh my God, then I got
No
to do
way.
brows and everything. But no, when you put on a red lip and you have on no makeup, all the attention is here. So then you're not worried about if your brows and lashes and stuff are done. Like I used to be heavy and working out. I got to get back to it, especially after quarantine eating. I would work out, no makeup, and a red lip. And it just gave me like this superwoman power
That's
to
a
look in the
diva.
mirror working out and see a red lip. Right?
No one does that. That's just like the heels
I'm
on
telling
the
you,
treadmill.
try it.
Wow.
Try it. Just put on a nice, and at that, when I say red lip, I was either going with like the blue red, where it's a little bit deeper, or I would kind of go a little bit more towards the pinky red. But mainly it would be kind of like right in that blue red. And I'm telling you, it looks good.
Brandi, there's your challenge. Do it. Make the next challenge the lip. That will be really cute. The plain face
Okay.
and the red lip. Let's see how many will post the red lip because it will not be me. I'm like, I love the Ruby Woo, but I have to like I'm in the
Yeah.
mirror for 45 minutes before the Ruby Woo is coming out. There is no way I would put the Ruby Woo on in the morning. So I am asking you to create that challenge, put your signature on it, the red lip challenge, and then let's see how that goes. Well, now that means you've got to create a red lip.
I have a red.
Oh, you do?
I have
Okay.
a
Well,
red
there
in the
you go.
line. It's called Fired Up.
Well, there you go. Let's fire it up and get it get it out there. 'Cause I will be the last one to say I can put that on without anything else. I cannot believe you're at the gym with the red lip. The red lip was like the big deal back in the day. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah. It's
I
never going
love the glam.
to always be one.
Yes, that is so, yeah, but it's exciting though. It really is fun and it's exciting. And that means you just added an extra layer of us stepping up our game and saying, don't be scared of it, come out with it, make it happen so that you don't have to, be fearful. And I guess, of course, if you wear the red lip on the Zoom, then you'll be amazing because people are like, wow, you have the red lip on in the morning on the Zoom. Are you there? I might have lost you. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, okay, now I hear you. Sorry, I heard you say wear the red lip when?
On the Zoom, people are saying, what happened?
Oh,
How did you get on
I
here with
know,
the red
right?
lip? Yes, that is
Well,
great. I do love it.
in my career, I do a lot of different women. Nude is coming up. And so, like, I wanted to be customer friendly, and I came on with the nude lip because that is a safe zone. And then I will say, when you are wearing a red lip, especially if you're out in an event, red lip is an upkeep. It really is. You do have to red sometimes can bleed.
Yes.
Stay with a nude to keep it simple.
But now, not everyone is comfortable with the nude. I know a lot like the light pinks and the hue of purple, which is something I have never really gotten into the colors. The nude, allow a little bit of pink, but I don't go into the other colors. But I know for the safe zone for some folks, it is that those colors. Remember when gold was the color? Do you wear that?
But which one?
Like a 14 karat gold. Remember
Which
when that
one?
was like the lip?
Oh, yeah, nah. No, doing a gold lip is dated. Like,
It's coming back.
you can like now when you do a gold, you have to mix that with some other stuff. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I was saying doing a gold lip is dated. Now when you do gold, I have this number keeps popping. I should have did do not disturb and I didn't. You have to mix it with some stuff like maybe some burgundy tones. It's more so now used as a topper. So like a highlight type situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
But to just go straight gold, that's old. It's done.
It's coming back. If we have the multicolor eye, oh, in a few runway, maybe I guess what we're in fall runway now, or we're in spring. Are we in spring runway?
No,
Yeah.
we're moving to fall. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So maybe by the spring next year, we'll see the gold lip. It's coming.
Lord.
It's
Oh
coming.
Lord.
With the blackout
Maybe
eye.
in an editorial shoot, but I ain't going to dinner.
I'm going. If you're going with a red lip, I'm going with the gold lip. Let's see. I'll do it. I definitely will. But it's so fun. All of the colors and everything that you can apply. It does actually take the stress off of a day, ladies. So sometimes if you just get to be a little bit overwhelmed, get some new products. When you get the box, you just smell them, you just try them out, call your girlfriends and say, guess what I got? And just go in and play. I mean, it does obviously take some of the stress off. It makes you feel good. It's fun. And that's the part of it that I really like is that, with all the makeup and things with what we're doing in the house and, still having to conduct meetings, obviously it makes it nice to be able to get some new things so that you don't feel like, your makeup line is boring. Especially since you have to still wear the same foundation.
Absolutely.
So yes, thank you so much, Miss Brandi Skin Flawless, for coming and talking with me. I know you're busy.
You are welcome.
And again, share your website so anyone that is interested can find you on Instagram and your website, actually.
So on Instagram, it is Brandi Holmes, Brandi with an I, then HOLMES. And all of the information is actually in my bio there as far as the website, but the website is simply flawlessbybrandi.com. All of the skincare is up there. The Hydro Lip should be up by hopefully Saturday. So should be launching that this weekend. And then of course, restocking in the next couple of weeks. But, and, you know, DM me if you have questions about skin or makeup or anything like that. I do my best to try to answer everybody. Thank you for having me today. Sorry about my phone blowing up. It's one
No,
of the
busy lady. It is fine. I do appreciate you, and I appreciate all the glam that you offer, and you are very responsive, and I appreciate that as well. It's been a pleasure to talking with you, not just here, but over email and DM, and I look forward to seeing your line roll
right.
out, and we'll get together again on the Red Lip Challenge.
Yes, absolutely. Done.
Thank you so much, and we will talk again soon.
All right. Thanks.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.